What's going on, you beautiful souls? Welcome back. If this is your first time, hit that subscribe button. Let's get into it. So in this episode, my sister Claudia and I went to Isla Mujeres. First of all, when you go to Isla Mujeres, you're gonna have to take the ferry, and the cost of the ferry is, and it takes about like 20 minutes or so, 20 to 30 minutes actually. When to Isla Mujeres, I would highly recommend that you rent a golf cart. It can take you around the island. You don't have to worry about like getting a cab. You have the ability to just literally go wherever, whenever you want. So the first thing we did when we got there after renting a golf cart, obviously, was we went to Aroma Isla. I don't know if you checked out my previous video, you've seen that I've already been to Aroma Isla before, and clearly I like it. So if you're vegan and you're trying to find a place to go to in Isla Mujeres, that is a good place. And we ordered some pretty good stuff, tacos and these like noodles, of which we got twice. They were so good that we had to get some to go. Definitely go check it out. Then right after that, actually, we went to, my sister actually had to like, she needed to buy a gift for her friend's kid. So she ended up stopping at this place really quickly just to like get this, I don't know, it's like a top, but I think it's like I think this is like the Mexican style of like the top. Kids can play with it, it's fun, it looks cool and everything else, they're colorful, it's awesome. We did that really quickly. So the whole trip, we were just trying to figure out what to do in Isla Mujeres, so we didn't really have anything planned. Anyway, we ended up going to this statuary called La Tortuga. It's like a vista. It's a good place to just go and like look out and just see the sea. Anyway, so we went there, took some pictures. The statue of La Tortuga is actually there in honor of turtles becoming an endangered species. You know, it's a reminder. After La Tortuga, we're driving all around on the western side of the island, and that goes to like another section of the island, which is kind of like, it's like a hidden area. And there was not really much. I just went there, flew my drone up, took a couple of shots, but we didn't really stay there for long. So we just explored there, did what we did, and then we left. You know, we were just exploring just to explore. Then we ended up at this place called Captian Dulche. In fact, it's funny how we got there, because there's this red phone booth that's right in front of Captian Dulche. Claudia and my sister started taking photos. They were doing like a whole photo shoot. So we went inside, and it was actually, Captian Dulche is nice. I would recommend you can go there with either your special someone, or you can go there with like fairly decent sized group of friends, you know, and just hang out. They like hammocks in this area. You can literally go there and like spend a good chunk of the day, probably like half the day there, just like drinking and chilling and watch the sunset. It's a pretty chill spot. I walked all the way out to the pier. After that, we ended up going to Casa Sueño. Casa Sueños was a really chill, it looked like a boutique hotel. You walked in, it was very like open and airy, and then you walk a little bit further and it's like an infinity pool, tapers off, and you just like see that beautiful vista. We got to see the sun setting for a little bit. You know, I flew my drone out just to like capture the surrounding area. And then after that, we ended up going down to this other spot, oceanfront restaurant. It's called So we went down there. It seemed like an adult playground. You had to go down this like really quick windy road, and we walked into, there were slides, there was people just like hanging out by the bar. We just looked around a little bit, then we went further down. I walked to the pier, took a couple of shots, came back, and I was like, it was done. It started getting like really like a very big overcast. It looked like it was about to rain. Cats and dogs, so we're like, maybe we should start heading out. So we kind of like ran back upstairs and went back and returned to the car, and we headed back to Cancun. When we went to Cancun, we were hungry, you know, we'd spent the whole day there, you know, we only ate once, we were hungry, you know what I'm saying? So, so we went to this place called AntoJitos. First of all, I loved that place. The food, I got this sandwich, and I have to say the sandwich was just like every bite, literally, I'm not even kidding, like when I bit into it, every time I chewed, it's like it released a new flavor. Oh, so good, so good, so good. I recommend this place, hands down. You have to go check it out. Not only that, we ended up getting dessert. We got the red velvet cake. That is probably the best red velvet cake I've ever had in my entire life. When I wasn't vegan, red velvet was one of my favorite cakes. This red velvet cake was like air, right? The texture, it's so good that after that night, we had contemplated renting a car and going back just to get some red velvet. Look, it's like air. This is the last thing I'm gonna say before I end this video. If you go to Cancun and you happen to have some time, go to AntoJitos, get the red velvet cake. If you don't like that red velvet cake, send me the receipt, I'll pay for it myself. All right, that's it. I'm done hyping up this spot. Anyways, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Leave a like, subscribe if you haven't already. Don't know what you're waiting for. Just kidding, please. Appreciate it. Love you all. Leave a comment. That would also definitely help the algorithm. And with that being said, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out. We'll stop it. So we looked online really quickly and we tried to find a spot that was vegan. You know, unfortunately, we vegans outnumbered the non-vegan. So, you know, hey, it is what it is. You know, you gotta live with it, baby. Yay.